Hi, Tofu. We're gonna have a great year, a fantastic year. If you guys. Good morning, guys. Oh my God, it is 2026. It is Monday, January 5th. Oh my God, it's Monday, January 5th. If you're new here, hi, my name is Chanel. I am a lifestyle content creator living in the Hudson Valley, and I work from home remotely 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. in case you were wondering. And I work in the utilization management department for a health insurance company for the state. So with that said, y'all, I'm so excited. It's the first work from home vlog of the year. We're gonna have a great year, a fantastic year. If you guys haven't watched my closing out 2025 vlog, I will insert the link in the video, and go ahead and watch that. I just talked about my goals for this year, as well as what happened in 2025, what I felt like I accomplished, what I could do better. So yes, you guys, I just got back home Saturday from North Carolina. Me and my roommate rented a car and we drove up here. It was actually quite a smooth drive. I'm still shocked that it was such a smooth drive. I had a really good time with my friends and family. I got to see some old friends I haven't seen in like freaking 10 years and stuff. So that was kind of nice. I have news. I have news for you guys. So I have been talking about this, and some of you guys probably already know what I'm about to say. I've been talking about this for the past probably like 2 or 3 years about this. I'm moving back to North Carolina. My lease is up June 30th of this year, and that'll be 4.5 years. We're gonna just round it up to 5 years living in New York. And it has been really great. It's been so eye-opening to see where I am now, the type of person I've become, the type of friends that I've made. I've made so many good friends, so many wonderful friends. I have people I can visit now all over the world. If I want to go stay in Korea right now with someone, I can do that. If I want to go and stay in Australia, I can do that. If I want to stay in a different state in the United States, I can do that, because I've made so many friends across the globe. And I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful that I just got this opportunity, that God allowed me to be able to move and make that big of a decision and big of a step in my life when I was in my late 20s to do that. So it's been bittersweet. I will definitely miss it, but I am ready to move on. I have some goals that I want to pursue in 2027 and 2028. And if I was to stay here another year just to meet my 5-year goal of living in New York, or to say that I lived here for 5 years, it would not propel me towards that goal faster. Whereas if I was to move back home now, I would be able to pursue these goals a lot faster than what I'm doing here, because y'all, it's hard in New York. And I have some followers right now who do live in New York. Y'all know exactly what I mean. Like, it's hard to save here. When I moved here, all my savings just kaput right out the window. It's been really tough, but I've liked it. I've enjoyed it. And like I said, I made some really good friends and I've gotten a great experience. I can say I lived in New York. How many people can say they lived in New York? Not many. So it's been really nice, but I'm ready to move on. And I know a lot of people, they can't really move back home because they don't have a great living situation. That's not an option for them. So I'm definitely thankful. I'm not gonna take it for granted at all. I love my mom and my siblings, and I'm just very thankful that I do have a place to go back to that will allow me to continue to grow and just to get a little, get my footing back. So that's the goal. And I told my mom already, I do not plan to stay for that long. The goal is to go back home to save up, but also to pay off debt, which I have been doing right now. And in case you guys don't know, I probably talked about this like over a year ago, because it's been over a year since I've started this. I've been paying off my credit cards, y'all. When I graduated high school, I racked up 6 credit cards between high school and who I am now. And big mistake. Wish I hadn't known about these things, but I didn't. So I actually closed all those cards out, and I've been paying them all off for about 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years now. It'll be in May, it'll be 3 years. So I'll have 2 more years. It said I'll finish paying them all off if I keep making this huge payment, because I consolidated it. That's what I did. It says I'll finish paying them all off by the time I'm 35. And you guys, I'll be 33 in May. I'm not trying to wait another 2 years to pay off all this stuff. So the goal is to move back home and be able to pay this off within 1 year, and versus 2.5. Pay it off within 1 year. So I've already spoken to my mom, like I said. I'm gonna pay all that off and save up. I'll probably end up having to get a new car. And one of my major goals is to live in another country for a little bit. So if I have to get a new car, I'm probably going to do what I've never done before, which is what is it called? Lease a car, where you pay monthly for like a year or two, and then you give the car back. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. That way, when I have to move to that said country, I don't have to worry about making car payments or anything. I can just go ahead and give that car back, or have that car already going. And then I'm gonna keep my silver car. Hopefully it doesn't break down. Even if it doesn't, I probably still will end up just leasing another one, because that one's already paid off. And then that way, whenever I lease that one and I give it back, I'll still have the option of having that car on me for whenever I move back into the States, because I'm not trying to move to another country permanently, only temporarily, no more than 1 year. So 3 months, I'm saying 3 months to 6 months, maybe a year, no more than that. So that is my goal. And yeah, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to have you guys. If y'all have been rocking with me from the get-go, hear me running my mouth since 2022, when I first started posting YouTube videos. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much for a great year, 2025 again. I cannot wait to see what this year has in store. We have so many trips coming up this year. And now that I'm moving back home and I know I'm gonna be able to save and not have to be sitting out here struggling in New York, the trips are gonna be very, very on. Very on. Let me stop yapping. I just did a Walmart order and they just delivered it, and I have some cold stuff, so I'm gonna go in the kitchen really quickly and unpack that. You guys, I'm so excited, because like I don't know if I told you guys or not. I probably did in a previous vlog, but a friend gave me a coffee grinder, and so I've just been using whole beans. I've been using whole beans, and it really is much more fresh than using ones that's already ground up. And I had no idea until my barista friend told me. So bye Cafe Bustelo, and hello Death Wish Coffee Company. I can't wait to try this. I hope it's good. I don't know where it's from, but it's dark, and that's all I cared about. But I've been using this lately, Pete's, because I heard really good things about it, but I don't like Pete's. I don't like Pete's at all. But I'm going to finish this out because I paid my money for it. This bag was like, I think $12. Yeah, we're just gonna make our coffee and then get back to work. All right, y'all, I'm about to run over to the post office and pick up my roommate's package. She has a package there, but also I need to turn in our yearly box renewal because we can't receive mail at our house. This is a New York thing, which is another thing I'm not going to miss about living here. So dumb, so stupid. For some reason, the post office does not come to our front door, even though we live in a house, like a huge house. I've never understood that. And it happens very often around here. It's not something that's new. So I gotta go turn that in really quickly. Y'all, we are very low, which just happens every year at the beginning of the year. We're very low on work to do today. So my manager just assigned us a bunch of trainings, random trainings that we can just complete. Like, we don't have to complete them, but it's there so we can actually have something to do. So that's what I'm gonna be doing probably for the rest of the day. When I say we have no work and it's like 15 or 20 of us to like 20 requests, like no work. And I'm supposed to have like 82 to 85 requests done for the entire day. And I'm only at 56 right now, but there's no work to do. So yeah, I'm gonna run down the street real quickly and then we'll come back into the house and probably make us some lunch. All right, y'all, I am back in and I've been working a little bit more. It's 12:54. I go to lunch at 1 o'clock. Oh my gosh. One of my coworkers just said that they told her if she didn't meet her metrics that she would be on a 90-day probation. And if she didn't get her numbers back up to 10 per hour, that she would be terminated after the 90 days. That's so crazy to me because, and we're talking about this right now in our team's chat, it was to our knowledge that as long as you were making 8 auths per hour instead of 10 auths per hour, that it was okay. But now all of a sudden in the new year, they're changing their tune. I hate these corporate companies go back on their word so badly. Like, it's insanity. This is my first corporate job ever, and I didn't know it was like this. So it's really scary, but also just crazy to me that they're doing this. And it's just wild. The thing is that, so I'm an authorization specialist. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, and we have metrics to meet each month. So you have to be making 10 authorizations. You have to at least do 10 authorizations per hour. So me personally, I get around 82 to 85 authorizations per day. And whenever you're 8:30 to 5, which is for the rest of everyone else who doesn't work to 7 to 5, you're getting around 72 to 75 per day. So it's insanity because they're increasing our workload as well. They've had so many changes with how we take care of marketplace plans, Medicare plans, and what codes we can deny, what codes we have to send to nurses for clinical review, what codes we can approve ourselves. There's been so many changes over the past 4 to 5 months. It's crazy. And there's some doctor out there right now who's writing prescriptions for foot inserts, who's basically trying to scam the system. So we're having to deal with that right now on top of this. And like I said, they're increasing our workload and not giving us more pay and not lowering the monthly metrics, which they were supposed to lower the monthly metrics like a year ago. This has been going on for a whole entire year. So I'm thinking if they don't do it now, they're never going to do it. So that's why I'm planning my exit strategy right now. I'm not trying to be stressed out about this year. I've been stressed out about it during the year 2025. I'm not trying to keep stressing over this, but it's just crazy to me. We're in this team chat right now going off about this, and it's mind-boggling. But I'm hungry. I'm gonna head to the kitchen and get started on my lunch. Also, just see my new keyboard. Look at it. Isn't it so cute? So I like the colors is fun. It's very girly. This is not me though at all, but I got it for $10 from those Amazon dump bin thingies. It was only $10 and it's wireless. And my old keyboard, this one right here, my favorite, my aesthetic, it matches my mouse. I got it during the pandemic, but as you can see, a lot of the buttons have rubbed off. Like, you can't even see the letters anymore. Granted, I know what each one is because of muscle memory, but when I look at it, look, see right here, the numbers have rubbed off right here on this keyboard. And I'm just like, oh, I needed something new. I'm gonna miss the clickety clack as well because this one is much more quieter, but I needed something, so that's what I got. Oh, and also, my friends went to Puerto Rico and brought me back a little gift. They know how much I love coffee. Isn't this so cute? Look at this. It comes with a little spoon. Y'all, please look at this. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? It's freaking snowing again. I can't live here. Y'all thought I was recording and I wasn't, but anyways, I already put the syrup on there. Doesn't she look great? Yes, and I've added a few chocolate chips into one of them. I'm excited to eat. So I just got out of the shower. I got my hair back in the bun. I made a snack. So it's just Greek yogurt with a little bit of granola and some agave nectar. Y'all, look at how dark it already is. I know it probably doesn't look like, it probably looks like it's light outside, but whenever it turns blue like that instead of orange, that's how you can tell it's already dark. I'm over this, and it is 4:40. I clock out at 5. The day's basically over. I'm finishing up this last training here. Today was just a smooth sailing day. I hope tomorrow is exactly the same. We'll see. I am gonna clock out at 5 and then get my stuff together. I'm gonna go over to my friend's house around 6 o'clock. You guys have seen them before. They were in my Boston vlog, Gabby and Christina. They have a little kitty cat, so I'm gonna take you guys over there. You'll get to see them. Yeah, today was very much smooth sailing. I did a little bit of research on the medical billing and coding, and I found quite a few programs. There's a bunch of programs. I should have known this, but there's a bunch of programs online that I could do. I applied for FAFSA, but I didn't get back much because I make too much money, obviously, already. So, well, every little bit helps. But that's the whole thing with me moving back to North Carolina this year. I don't know how or when to apply to the program because it's literally, I'm moving in the middle of the year. Does anyone know how that works? Let me know in the comment section. I'm leaving, my lease is in June, ends in June 30th. So I'll probably end up going back home probably that very last week of June. And so I don't know if I should apply here or apply whenever I move to where I'm going to, because I know taxes in North Carolina are way cheaper. I'm looking very much forward to that. Taxes in New York are too high and we still have potholes and all types of crap. Where the heck is our tax dollars going? Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. I'm just gonna finish eating my little snack here, and then when it's time to clock out, I'll see you guys over at Christina and Gabby's house. They're not even crusty. You guys, we made it. Look at Tofu, isn't she so cute? Speak to the people. Meow. Yeah. Hi, Tofu. Why you act like you don't know me? Why the cats always want to? Yes. She's so nice. You guys, look at this plant that I gave them that was dying and now it wants to come back to life. What a traitor. Look what Gabby made, you guys.
That's a shepherd's pie, boy.
Look at this shepherd's pie. Wifey material. But these dudes